What's up guys, it's Marvel Noob here, and this is part 2 of my collection. Go back and watch part 1 if you haven't already. And I'm sorry about the audio, hopefully it's better in this video. But this is the series in which I'm going through my comic book collection as I have it so far. I am the Marvel Noob, so I don't even own 100 comic books yet, but we're working our way up. So we'll get back to Thor 700 here shortly. Before we start, I want to get into two issues that I went over in my latest comic book haul video. So if you've watched that, you've already seen this. But these are two issues that I've added to my collection in the part that I've gone through already. First is my one and only DC book, Doomsday Clock. I have since read this, and yeah, I heard online that it wasn't that great, but I don't see what they're talking about. This series is continuing to amaze me every issue I read. I can't wait to see what Jeff Johns does next, and yeah, I love The Watchmen. Can't wait to see where this goes. And the other one is that one issue I was missing from Worlds Collide, the Avengers Champions crossover. So I got the Phoenix variant. The only reason I got the Phoenix variant is because it's the only one they had left. Paid $8 for it, but I ended up really enjoying this. At the beginning of the series, I didn't really care for it too much, but it really came around this issue. This one was this was my favorite of the 6. So yeah, I really enjoyed that. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get back into my collection. And as you've seen before, we are today starting with my second favorite book I've been reading so far. I will forever be a fan of The Mighty Thor. Super excited for Jason Aaron to continue writing Thor with fresh start. To me, Jason Aaron can do no wrong. He's really showed me just in the 6 issues that he's released since I've been reading from Legacy that he's a great writer. And also read another book by him. It was called it was a Thanos book. Oh yeah, Thanos Rising by Jason Aaron. It was also amazing. If you don't like Jason Aaron, I don't know what's wrong with you, because Thanos Rising was amazing. The Mighty Thor is amazing. And this is The Mighty Thor 700. This is one of the first books I ever got. And it hooked me in right away. I've loved this series. It's still not finished yet. It's actually up to 705. So keep an eye out for my comic book hauls in the future. We'll be definitely getting the rest of this. But here's Thor 701. This is part 2 of the Death of the Mighty Thor. This is where Mangog comes. So yeah, if you don't know about Mangog, he's a beast. He was mentioned in the Marvel Legacy one-shot. But you get to see where that goes in this series. Also, Jane Foster is dying of cancer. Spoilers. So I'm excited to see Odinson take back the mantle of Thor, and see what happens with the whole Mjolnir ordeal. Big spoilers here. The Mjolnir that Jane Foster is holding, it dies with her. I'm not going to say how, I don't want to spoil it too bad. But, yeah, I love this next cover. This cover is awesome. This is the latest Mighty Thor I have, issue 705 of the Death of Mighty Thor. This series is just great. I also have to mention the art. It says here it's by Dodderman or Wilson. Either way, the art in here is great. I love the colors. The colors are really great in this. And, yeah, if you're not reading The Death of Mighty Thor, I highly recommend it. It's very good, very entertaining. Okay, on to the next book. Alright, this next book, I got turned on because of the movies. I know a lot of people that aren't even into superheroes or anything that really enjoy this movie. It's a great comedy. Of course, I'm talking about Guardians of the Galaxy. This is part 1 of Infinity Quest. It's 146 in the Marvel Legacy numbering. And this is the one where they join up with the Nova Corps. And this actually leads into Infinity Countdown. So if you're wanting to read Infinity Countdown, I highly recommend this because literally Infinity Countdown 1 is like the last issue of this. That's actually how it works. So if you like Guardians of the Galaxy, it's got all your favorite characters from that in here. This next cover is a lenticular cover. This is the return of Adam Warlock. So this was actually my first introduction of Adam Warlock, aside from, I believe it was the Infinity Revelation that I read by Jim Starlin, which was really good. Jim Starlin's awesome. Too bad he's not with Marvel anymore. But yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy. So these also have Ant-Man in them. So if you're interested in Scott Lang after the events of Secret Empire, he turns up in here. So he's also in Infinity Countdown. So also another thing about the return of Warlock, he does have a role to play in Infinity Countdown that has to do with the Soul Gem. So if you're wanting to read that, you need to read Infinity Quest. So track down these books. All right, that's it for Guardians of the Galaxy. Another comic that I got introduced to because I saw the movie which I enjoyed. I'm talking about Doctor Strange. Also, I am just a huge Loki fan. So when I seen that Doctor Strange had a book featuring Loki as Sorcerer Supreme, I had to get it. Also, it's by Donny Cates, who has come to be my favorite writer from Marvel. Actually, just in general, if it's got Donny Cates' name in it, I'm buying it. So, I got this whole arc here, Loki Sorcerer Supreme. This is where Loki becomes Sorcerer Supreme. This is a second printing, but I really like this cover. It's got the World Tree from Asgard in it. I done talked about how much I like Thor. So, yeah, it's got Loki, it's got Doctor Strange. They go to Asgard. Like, how can this not be good? It's by Donny Cates. Also, another thing, this is, I believe, The Void. So, if you know about anything about the Sentry, if you're wanting to read the Sentry in Marvel Fresh Start, I highly recommend picking these up. You might want to go and find these because, from what I understand, the Sentry is spinning straight out of these books. So, if you want to read the Sentry, go find these. I mean, Donny Cates, Doctor Strange versus Loki. Like, how can this not be good? Yeah, highly recommend this one. Great read. Yeah, so. Also, if you're going to read Damnation, also should read this. Doctor Strange Damnation is another one that I highly recommend, but we'll get around to that at another time. Alright, on to the next book. This next book is my absolute favorite book that Marvel has released that I've read. I have yet to come across another book that I have enjoyed more than this book. Unfortunately, I ended up with one of those ugly lenticular covers that they did, the homage variants. Yeah, the cover is horrible, but it's the inside of this book that matters. It is Thanos 13, the greatest thing since sliced bread. See if we can see it by the camera. You got the Thanos cover over here, and then this homage cover over here. I just hate this cover, but whenever I heard about Thanos being so good, and plus with the Infinity War movie coming out, I was like, I need to get that. From Thanos books, I've read the Thanos Imperative, Thanos Rising by Jason Aaron, and another Jim Starlin book, the Infinity Revelation. 3 very good books. Highly recommend those. But if you haven't read Thanos 13, you just need to ask yourself, do you actually like comic books, or are you just buying them and watching comic book videos to pass the time? Because if you like comic books, how are you not reading Thanos? This is the best thing right now. Thanos wins, man. Thanos wins. Let me just show you something. Just so you know what I'm talking about. I mean, this says it all. Come on. This is awesome. Donny Cates, my favorite writer. Jeff Shaw, an amazing artist that is killing it in this book. These two as a team, I mean, I hope to see more of them. They're awesome. They're awesome. This book is awesome. Everything about it. I actually paid $15 for this. This is a first print of Thanos 14. Uh, I'm pretty sure this is the first full appearance of the Ghost Rider. Well, no, he was in 13, but anyways, this book is amazing. I paid $15 for it. The guy at the comic book store was like, "Yeah, you can get Thanos 14 for $15 now, or you can wait till the second printing comes out." I'm like, "I'm not waiting. Give me that book." So yeah, paid $15 for that, but whatever. Let's see. This next cover is my favorite second print cover, variant cover I have in my collection. Just look at that. Try to tell me that's not awesome. Just, I dare you to challenge me and say that's not awesome, because just look at that. The penance stare looking right into your soul. What do you see? Do you see all the bad things he did? Anyways, that is the Cosmic Ghost Rider. If you don't know about the Cosmic Ghost Rider, I'm not going to spoil it for you here, no matter how much I would love to. But check out this cover. Look. You got Galactus. You got Cosmic Ghost Rider. That's Thanos' fist. You got Thanos versus Galactus by Donny Cates. Jeff Shaw on the art. Like, come on, guys. How are you not reading this book? I mean, look at this. That's the Infinity Gauntlet on there. That's the Silver Surfer right there. How are you not reading this book? Stop reading comics. Like, if you're not reading this, just stop reading comics. Like, don't come to my channel. Don't click on my page. Go read it online. Do something. Just do something, because this is amazing, guys. This is the best thing. This is the best thing. All right. Enough about Thanos. Let's move on. I got for one reason and one reason only, and that's because he has a 4-part miniseries coming out with Infinity Countdown. If you know about comics, you know what I'm talking about. It's Darkhawk. Most people don't know about Darkhawk. I didn't. But I'm glad I got this book because I really enjoyed it. It is a one-shot. This gives a good backstory for Darkhawk if you're wanting to read his books coming with Infinity Countdown. But all in all, I really enjoyed this book. It got me more acquainted with the Raptors and Talonor and understanding who they are. So yeah, if you're wanting to read Infinity Countdown, once again, you should pick up this book if you can. It was kind of hard to find. Got it online, mycomicshop.com. Anyways, I recommend it. Really good. All right, next book. Next book is for my Spidey fans out there. It's the Venom Inc. Alpha. If you like Venom, if you like Spider-Man, gotta read this. I got this one online. They didn't have it at my comic shop. But, yeah, I got it and I really enjoyed it. If you see my comic book haul, you've seen already that I got part 2 and part 3. Part 2 was really good. Part 3 was pretty good. But all in all, that's all I have of this series so far. But don't think the rest of it's not in my box, along with the rest of Spider-Man. I've got 798 in there. I've got 797 in there. I've got 796 in there. I got them all. I'll get them eventually. Just keep an eye out for my comic book haul videos. They'll be in there when I get them. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this so far. Can't wait to finish it. Venom. Spider-Man. First ever crossover. If you like Spider-Man, if you like Venom, read this. Hopefully the rest of it's the last 3 as good as the first 3. So, alright, next book. This is another book that I just kind of got into just because I read the Marvel Legacy one-shot and kind of got me interested in to see what was going on. We got a little FF. This is the Fate of the 4 Part 1. This is a variant cover. Marvel 2-in-1 Thing and Human Torch. Chip Zdarsky's killing it on this. I mean, he's really killing it. He's doing a great job. I ended up enjoying this way more than I thought. Also, check out this cover I got here. Oh yeah, that's a Young Guns cover. How'd you get that? That's by Mike Del Mundo. Well, you'll just have to watch all the rest of the parts of this if you want to find out, because I'm going to talk about that at the end. Also have the regular cover here. So yeah, it really starts picking up in part 4. It's got a really interesting cliffhanger at the end. Hint, hint. Okay. So here's part 5. This is the newest one left in this series of Fatal 4. I believe we got part 6, and that should be it. And then after that, they got the annual and part 7. I'm not sure. I think that's Next of Kin or something like that. But this one was really good. 5 was really good. Yeah, you gotta check it out. There's Doom in the background. Not gonna spoil it for you, but Doom, Fantastic Four, The Thing, The Human Torch, Galactus. Can't go wrong. Alright, oh, how could I forget about this book? Guys, I know I told you I know I told you that in Marvel that Thanos was my favorite book. But there's actually an IDW book that I enjoy more than Thanos, believe it or not. You'll never guess what it is. It's the Powerpuff Girls. Yeah, I'm just kidding. I actually bought this book for my son. That's the end of the video, guys. Please tune in next time. I hope you guys are enjoying the content. This is Marvel Noob. Stay reading comics, guys. Later, noobs.